How you like your wings though? Do you like fried hard?
I do like them fried hard, but not to the point where they dry and
Okay.
like you can't enjoy them.
Okay.
Like I've had them where they're like fried to the point where there ain't no meat left.
Not too much crunch.
Yeah, I can't have that. I don't like
No,
the crunch.
I don't like to hear the.
Yeah,
It's
a
too
little
much.
bit, yeah. It's like the grandma fried chicken.
Oh
It's
yes.
kind of like airy fried, where you just
Like
get
the
a little bit of
sides are
crisp.
crunchy, but the middle is a little
It's almost
okay.
the equivalent, and I don't eat pork no more, but it's almost the equivalent of like the end of pork bacon.
Okay.
Kind of crispy, but it's still juicy.
Yeah, and the little middle part.
Ooh.
Okay. See, I don't eat
You
meat
getting
like that no
excited.
more, but I do miss sometimes a good fried chicken.
You don't eat fried chicken?
No, baby. It's only plant-based.
You okay?
You sound like my family.
Yes. Like, is everything all right?
But you know what? If they don't have, so I'm plant-based preferred. So if they don't have plants,
Mm-hmm.
I'll do some seafood.
Okay.
So I'll bust out little
You
muscles.
really low key a pescatarian.
Low key. Lowest of the low
Really?
key.
Let's just go with pescatarian. 'Cause then I'm
Okay.
not going. You don't have to go to therapy if you a
No.
pescatarian. And then nothing against plant based. Look, y'all better live healthy. Okay.
You see how the skin look.
y'all my heroes.
Ah,
For real.
okay.
People who are truly.
You ever tried the plant-based
I
before?
won't.
Okay.
Because you know what? Because I'm be walking around here with attitude, and y'all gonna say something wrong with Toya because I'm hungry.
Okay.
Plants ain't gonna do it.
Well, what if I gave you like a plant-based like little chicken wing or something like that, or a
try
plant-based
it.
burger, and I don't tell you it's plant-based?
I'm gonna eat it.
Right. You gonna rock it out.
If it's good,
It's
I'm
good.
yes, especially like I get excited. As a matter of fact, I went to this place in Jamaica.
Okay.
Oh God, it was like a little tree, a really, I don't want to say a little tree house, but husband and wife.
Okay.
They're chefs, and
Ooh.
when I tell you this is some of the best food I've ever had in my life, and it was all plant based. Babe, what was the plant-based place that we went in Jamaica? And we didn't want to go. We was dragging our feet. We was about to, because it was like a 6-hour experience.
Oh.
Where they had, I mean,
Like a whole
so many
excursion.
different entrees. And then they took us like on a walk through the farm and just kind of showed us the whole process of things.
Okay.
We learned about their love story. It was the most amazing experience. And we didn't even want to leave. We didn't want to go because we were like, this is too long to be. I don't like eating that
It's a
much.
little long,
It's a
and I
little
hate to be
long.
hot.
Right, it was gonna take up like half of our vacation day,
Oh,
and I
no.
was mad about it.
That's too
But Once I got
long.
up there, it was like the
You
best
was
thing
having
we
a good
did our
time.
entire trip. But I can't remember the name. But
Okay,
it was
so when you see me again,
Uh-huh.
you gonna have to let me know.
because the skin is skinning.
You, I mean,
The plants is doing
the
something.
plants does it. Plants and mezcal margaritas. This is what's on the
Now
body.
wait a minute.
Now,
How
okay.
so you drinking?
Okay, now wait.
We drinking.
Now
and we
I
eating
only do
plants.
mezcal margs or champagne or dry red or water. Those are the only things I consume. And
Baby, if
plant.
it floats your fleet, we're going right on ahead. 'Cause I just feel like if we're gonna be drinking, we might as well do the other stuff too. But
Okay.
But
Well, I
you
took
know
the
what?
seafood. I
You
said we
did.
could bust
And
down a
your
little
look and your
mussels,
plants.
a little salmon.
the grass.
Well, the grass makes me feel, you know, they say how milk makes you stronger. Plants
I'm
got my
lactose.
strength. Okay, me too. I'm just, oat
You
milk.
got to be because you there. You.
I gotta do everything. I gotta follow the whole book.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's like being
So
Muslim.
do you do cashew milk? Is that like a
I do like
plant-
a little
is that
cashew
like a-
milk, but I prefer oat milk because it's more creamier in the texture.
I love oat milk.
And it's a little sweet. It got a little sweetness
Yes,
to it.
Yes, it does.
Just like myself,
Come on.
Come on, sweetness.
Come on, sweetener.
Now, I did see you at the Pride in D.C.
Yes.
So I was on somebody for a little bit, and I turned around, and I heard you singing. I said, wait, hold on, baby. I got to focus.
You was getting your flirt on, and I interrupted.
I was getting okay, so, I am a single black man, okay? And gay black men don't cheat, so I'm single.
You better stop it.
Hello?
Please understand that I have way too many gay black men best friends.
Okay, so.
My friend group is, made up majority of gay black men.
Okay, so what you
And
gonna do
y'all
for me? It's my
Y'all
month.
do be cheating.
Now, Taco don't cheat.
Okay.
On record, as any ex, I've never cheated. I've always broken
just
up with
found that
them,
hard to
but I've
believe.
never cheated.
So you just be like, out of nowhere.
I'm an
Baby, you
Aries.
ain't gonna make it.
So once I
check out.
realize, once an Aries checks out, it's over. So I definitely leave.
Okay. And then you come back
So
when you done with when you finish doing whatever you was doing.
it sounds like you had an experience with Aries. Is that how we get down? Is that
See,
okay?
baby, I'm a Pisces.
And
I'm
y'all
up next.
now y'all are mess. Okay, let's get into y'all.
We're not a mess.
Okay, what's
We
it about
are-
Pisces that
we just
people?
go with the flow.
No, see, I don't like that. I need structure.
We got structure.
No, y'all flow too much, like the river.
We.
We
You know what?
Okay.
I like a little organization and a little structure.
okay. Organized
But
chaos.
it's okay for me to pivot. I can pivot.
Well, you've been pivoting a lot, which I love. Music, acting. I just saw the first episode of Divorce Sisters last
You did?
night.
Were you at the premiere?
I sure was.
Come
In the bag,
on, you
okay?
were?
You want to catch this orange in the bag?
Baby, you know I was hungry.
I know
and
you
I
was
can't
hungry.
see when I'm hungry.
The food was good. So tell me this: Divorce Sisters. We here with Tyler Perry. I'm loving everything going on.
Thank you.
And I want to know why. Why this show?
Why this show? Well, I will say when I first read the script, and we didn't get to see the entire script, he was super duper tight-lipped about this, right?
Okay.
I didn't even know who was fully casted with the
Oh.
show until I actually got casted myself.
Okay.
And went on to Atlanta and was at the studio when I found out the entire cast.
Doing music.
So, right, listen, no, at his studio.
Oh, at
Tyler
his
Perry,
studio.
At TPS, yes. So, I think what drew me to the character was one, I'd never really played a layered character like this as a first lady, you know.
This is big, baby.
And it wasn't your, how do I say this? It wasn't your traditional first lady who, like, I came up in the church. My father's a minister. I know a lot of those women, you know, always kept it classy, cute,
Posh,
had their prayer
demure.
cloth, good hat, dress,
The
pearls.
big hat with the feather.
Didn't say too much, but when she did speak, people listen because she ain't say too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this first lady she's just very, she gonna say how she feel
Yes.
at all times. She didn't ask to be in this position. She fell in love with this man. Mm-hmm. And
A good man.
A good man.
Savannah.
Okay. And, you know, that's, you know, them being married.
Yeah.
This became her new position.
Yeah.
But it didn't. I feel like Rashida is one of those people who, yes, she's a woman of faith. She's a woman of God, but she's gonna keep it real. She's gonna keep it real with you. She's very true to herself.
I love that.
And she encourages that, especially in her friend group with her
Yeah.
sisters. That's the first thing she said. Okay, are you being honest about this? Like, you got to tell them the truth. You've got to, you know, come clean about certain situations.
Right.
Like, she's that girl that's going to hold you accountable.
And she has a
Yeah.
lot of mess about to happen.
She had a lot of things going on.
Yes, the cliffhanger I saw gagged me. So I can only imagine she's going to flow. Now, you know, you've been divorced twice. Now you're
Yes.
married now.
Yes.
What was that journey like for you, and how did you add that into your character?
Oh, man, once you've been divorced, you don't forget them feelings, you know? And, of course, I was able to pull from personal experiences and things that I learned. And I also felt a little discouraged when I first read the title of the show, because I was like, oh, Lord, they're going to put me in the box. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. And people did assume that it was a reality show, and they were like, wait, didn't she just get married? Is she on to another husband? Or did we break up again?
Yeah.
What's the moment?
We need the
I'm
concrete
like,
facts of what's going on.
This is a scripted show. Everybody relax.
Right.
This
I'm
is
playing a
scripted
character.
show. I'm playing a character.
I'm not torn for real, y'all.
I'm not. And I would not. I'm telling you right now, I'm not ashamed of any of those experiences. I am very honored and grateful for the
love
journey
that.
that God has taken me on. And because of those experiences, I have two amazing children.
I love
So there are no
that.
regrets, no regrets, no regrets.
What's one thing you learned about both of your divorces that you will not do in your current marriage?
Oh my gosh. We talk about structure and order.
Okay.
And I feel like in like the 2 years, I gave myself like 2 years and some change before I even entertained relationship again,
Good.
because
I
I
love
wanted to
that.
make sure that I was straight. I wanted to make sure that the kids were straight,
Okay.
and I was ready, right? And in those 2 years, I got into my word and I learned order. Like, it's a way things are supposed to go. It's God.
Okay.
You know, it's your husband and wife,
Right.
the things that you build, because that's what it starts off as. Children, family, all these different things. And I feel like when you find yourself out of that order, that's when things start to shift a bit.
Okay.
Also, I'm a good listener, but baby, in marriage, you have to have great communication. You have to have great communication. And I find that especially with my husband, like we talk about everything, but I listen to him. And I
I like
allow him to
that.
speak. I allow him to share his feelings. Even if I have strong feelings about, you know, different views of things. Like this man has an opinion. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
man has a say so. I have a very strong personality, if you can't tell.
Oh no. Yes.
But I just feel like communication is key. Even the hard conversations, the hard talks, the things you don't want to talk about because you're uncomfortable or you're not ready or you don't think they're ready or you don't want to step on toes. Have those conversations. But also, I feel like using your gut feeling, using your discernment on when to say certain things, because sometimes your brain will say,
We can be a little impulsive.
"Don't be as reactive."
No. Hold the
Yes.
bag. Take a beat. That's what I say
And
now.
I've been listening to my gut on some things like, this ain't the time for that. This is not. You know that this is going to disrupt the day. You know, this could set us back. We
Far
can have this
back.
conversation. But it's a way you got to say things. It's a way you got to approach things. You got to approach things with love and care.
It's a way you do it, baby.
It's a way you do. Sugar.
Honey
sugar,
iced
baby.
tea.
Not sugar.
Now, LaToya, I know you got to make your rounds
I
and do
do.
your thing today, but my final thing is this. You know I love your music. I tell you this every time I see you.
Thank you.
When I'm going to get something.
Baby.
When I'm getting it. I got the show that I wanted, so that's check.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to get back to the meats that I told you about, so that's check 2. Check this third box.
Uh-huh.
Am I getting the music soon?
You're going to get it. I don't know when, but you will.
Okay.
You'll get it.
Okay.
Listen, I have been wanting to get in the studio for the past 2 years.
Okay.
I really have. I've talked about it. But the schedule and
Okay.
these kids.
Because you're the mother first.
As a mother and a wife.
Hello.
And, and the act can keep calling.
It can.
The echo came. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. We're going to wait on
I'm
it.
going to find time. And my thing is, I ain't just trying to just throw no music out just to throw music
No.
out. Like,
I don't want you just.
I want to make good records. I want
Okay.
to write on these records. And I feel like maybe towards the end of this year or top of next year, I'm going to try my
Okay.
hardest to get back in the studio. First, we got to get this voice back. Because even at Pride in D.C., I had no voice.
You
Straight
still did your
bronchitis.
thing, though.
Thank
and I
you.
was singing with you in the crowd.
Because I needed to choose.
I helped you out.
I
That's why I told
appreciate
the
it.
man, wait, I got to do my job. I was
Yes.
volunteering that day.
I am so glad you did. 'Cause
You know I'm always
It's still
volunteer.
barely there. We work
She
with
lying.
things.
She lying,
How am I
y'all.
lying?
Listen, I could, because my spirit tells me it's in there. And God
It's in
don't
there.
lie.
Oh no, it's in there. It's in there.
It's
It's,
in there.
just a little bronchitis on top.
Okay. I'll
See?
give you. Not you caught. Listen, y'all.
Not on the mic. I'm fighting it. And I ain't got, trust me, I'm not contagious.
You know what?
I didn't have my steroids. I didn't have my
Okay.
steroid shots.
You
I didn't
took
have my
your
antibiotics.
vitamins today?
I didn't have my elderberry. I didn't have my
Okay.
echinacea. I didn't have all my things. So I'm not, I promise you I'm not contagious. But I have been roughing this out for about 3 weeks now. And I'm over it.
Well, you know what?
Baby,
One
I'm
thing
tired.
you're not going to rough out, and folks at home, make sure you not missing out on is the Voice Sisters, baby, okay? You do
Yes.
not want to miss it. The
June
First Lady,
10th.
okay? One more time.
June 10th. And here's the thing.
Okay.
Immediately following the BET Awards, I don't want you all to touch that dial, okay? Because there's going to be a sneak preview. There's going to be a sneak peek of the first episode, which we got to enjoy for the first time last night. Immediately following the BET Awards. So make sure you stay tuned right after the BET Awards so you can get a first look at Divorce Sisters. And then on Tuesday, on Good Tuesday,
Good Tuesday.
will be the premiere, the official premiere of Divorced Sisters. So make sure you get BET Plus, subscribe. Well, I don't care what you got to do. Get your sabaya.
Hack somebody's BET Plus.
Hack it.
Okay.
I'm not saying to do anything illegal, but what I am saying is y'all need to have BET Plus by Tuesday by any means necessary.
You heard what LaToya said.
You know? So that's what time it is.
Listen, we love you, baby. Thank you,
Thank
LaToya.
you. And